No matter what anyone tells you, building muscle is hard. It means regularly pushing your body to the fringes of its limits through hard workouts in an attempt to expose your muscles to more and more tension over time. While being very difficult, it's also one of the most rewarding things that you can do as you get to see yourself improve across your workout sessions. And of course, as you observe the added muscle accumulate onto your body. Getting the best muscle growth results possible and thereby getting the satisfaction and fulfillment that comes from getting great results isn't exactly as simple as just putting in max amount of efforts into your workouts, though. From what I've learned and experienced myself, there's a set of incredibly beneficial habits that you can implement into the background of your life that work in sync with your hard workouts to get the best muscle growth results possible. These are habits that I've been personally putting into practice for years now, and they're ones that I attribute to massively helping me to get the muscle growth results that I've accomplished over the years. In this video, while showing you footage from my latest full body gym workout, I'm going to share with you 5 of what I consider to be the most important and beneficial of these habits for promoting muscle growth. I can all but guarantee that if you take these habits and implement them yourself, that you'll see your rate of muscle growth greatly increase. Before we get into it, if you find this video to be helpful, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. Okay, let's dive in. The first habit for maximizing muscle growth is having a regular sleeping routine. Or more specifically, it's having regular sleep-wake times. For most people, sleeping somewhere between 7 and 9 hours per night is probably the ideal for maximizing muscle growth. Sleep is where the bulk of recovery and growth happens, and it's largely what determines how your body partitions the nutrients it takes in. Nutrient partitioning is another way of saying how the body uses its nutrient intake. As in, it determines how much of the food eaten is utilized for muscle growth or for fat gain. So, needless to say, getting a good amount of sleep is ideal for both maximizing muscle growth and avoiding unwanted fat gain. Getting good sleep also ensures that both your physical and mental energy levels will be as high as possible. If you want to have great workout sessions where you're regularly progressing and getting an ongoing great stimulus for muscle growth, having good energy is pretty darn important. Scheduling regular sleep and wake times is a must if you want to get great muscle growth results, and that includes on weekends. For me, I go to bed at around 10 to 10:30 p.m. each night and get up in the morning at between 6 and 6:30 a.m. The second habit is having a regular healthy eating routine. What does a regular eating routine look like, you ask? Well, for starters, it means eating the same number of meals per day, 2, 3, 4, or whatever it is that's most sustainable for you. And it means eating those meals at roughly the same times each day. Physiologically, meal timing doesn't matter that much outside of having 2 of your meals sandwiching your workout, but it does really help with adherence and consistency. The more consistent you can keep your eating, the more predictable your muscle growth results will be. Having a regular eating routine that's conducive of muscle growth also means eating a healthy amount of protein, fiber, and micronutrients. To ensure the regular, adequate consumption of said nutrients, my recommendation is to have some kind of meal plan where you eat the same pre-planned nutrient-dense meals on rotation. For me, what this looks like is eating 3 meals per day at the same times every day roughly, and with the same 3 meals on rotation eaten every day that include tons of vegetables, protein, and other whole unprocessed foods. Oh, and each of those meals are ones that I thoroughly enjoy. The third habit is going for daily walks. No, this isn't because walking stimulates for muscle growth. You definitely should not expect to get massive quads from getting in a 30-minute walk each day. But walking can help to promote recovery from the hard leg press and hack squat working sets you do at the gym that do lead to getting great quad muscle growth stimulus. Walking is a means of increasing circulation across the body. Within your blood is the nutrients for recovery and growth that your muscles need to get bigger and stronger. So having a bit more circulatory activity can help a bit with growth and recovery. In addition to that, especially for those of us who live somewhat sedentary lifestyles outside of our workout sessions, walking is a good way of upholding good baseline cardiovascular health. You can bet that if you have good cardiovascular health, your body will have the capacity to push harder and endure more reps and sets from your workouts, which can certainly lead to more muscle growth stimulus. On top of that, regular walks, especially outdoor walks, are a means of exposing yourself to nature and allowing your mind to breathe a little bit. This might help with stress management, which in turn can help with the body's rate of muscle growth. For me, I go for at least one 30-minute walk each day. The fourth habit for maximizing muscle growth is putting into practice a structured workout routine, but one that's also executed with a flexible mindset. A structured workout routine means scheduling the same number of workout sessions per week on the same days and times each week. I know that some people have crazy schedules and that this can't always work or always be done for everyone, but I would, for the most part, at least aim for this kind of structure or regularity. A structured workout routine also means having a workout program where you have the same planned exercises for each of your training days with the means of progressing in some way for each of those exercises over time. Having a structured workout routine is absolutely critical for accomplishing regular and predictable muscle growth results. One thing I've learned is that in addition to implementing a structured workout routine, doing so with a flexible mindset is also key. What does a flexible mindset mean exactly? Well, it means having the openness to adapt and change your structured routine when it's beneficial to do so. I'm talking about things like changing your regular scheduled workout days and times when you need to in order to accommodate perhaps a busy work schedule or some unforeseen family responsibilities that come up. Or changing exercises and progression schemes within your workout program to break past plateaus when needed, or changing some part of your workout routine to work around any nagging pains that might start to manifest themselves. Nagging pains here and there are pretty inevitable when it comes to building muscle from my experience. So being flexible enough to change your approach when needed is incredibly important to rehabilitating those pains and avoiding making them worse and avoiding interrupting the muscle growth process. My structured workout routine looks like this. I train 4 days a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday with a 3-day full body split or full body program that I rotate through across those 4 weekly training sessions. And the fifth habit for maximizing muscle growth is having a hobby or favorite leisure activity that's outside of lifting weights or your work. Yes, you heard that right. To maximize your muscle growth progress, it helps to have and practice regularly some kind of leisure outside of lifting. So why is this so helpful? Well, it's a means of mitigating stress and or avoiding hyperfixating on lifting weights to the point where it becomes an unhelpful stressor. In having some form of leisure or hobby that you can lose yourself in and keep your mind happily busy with, you can keep your stress levels down. Lower stress levels mean upholding an ideal state for the body to build muscle and to prevent an unhelpful chronic secretion of cortisol. Cortisol isn't bad per se. It's just not helpful when it's always running through your body. I find that having leisure activities that keep your mind off of lifting actually end up making lifting more enjoyable in the long term by keeping it feeling more fresh. If you're always thinking about it, then it might become more mentally stale, or it might become easy to start focusing on the negatives, like when you have a bad workout or you feel you have a bad working set. For me, my preferred leisure activity of late has been largely learning more about religion through reading and listening to my favorite theologians, priests, and apologists. And there you have it. 5 incredibly beneficial habits that are sure to lead you to perform your best in the gym and build as much muscle as possible. The first is having and putting into practice regular sleep-wake times. The second is having a regular, structured, healthy eating routine. The third is going for daily walks. The fourth is putting into practice a structured workout routine that's executed with a flexible mindset. And the fifth is having and putting into practice a hobby or a favorite leisure activity that's outside of lifting weights or your work. Each of those 5 habits are ones that I put into practice in my own lifestyle. And they're ones that I heavily attribute to getting the muscle growth results that I've got over the years. And I'm willing to bet that if you put them into practice yourself too, that you'll also see fantastic muscle growth results. At this point, I'd love to know your feedback. Let me know your questions, thoughts, and insights in the comment section below. Before this video comes to a close, I want to quickly let you know about the work that I do. When I'm not making YouTube videos or Instagram content, I work full-time as an online physique coach, where I help my clients to accomplish their muscle growth and fat loss goals by optimizing their approach to strength training and nutrition, and I coach them through the process. I've been doing this work for over 7 years and love helping my clients to not only transform their bodies, but ultimately their lives. If you've been considering getting some help with accomplishing your own physique goals, feel free to hit the link in the description below, where you can learn a little bit more about the work that I do and how I can help you. You can even use that link to schedule a free video consultation with me. If you have any questions about my coaching or how I can help you, just email me at sam@jadeathletics.ca. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.